Think we're live. I think we're live. I gotta wait for it to show up on here. Yes. I gotta cancel something though. So let's do this. Let's delete this. And then I think we're good. What's up, Hayden? What's up, Luke? What's up, everybody? So what I just tried to do earlier, I tried to set up like an event for the live stream. I've never done that before, and I'm not exactly sure if I did it right. Holy cow, there's a lot of you right now. Wow. What's up, David Roth, Reed, Brandon Plays, Gabriel, Suarez, Dominique, Mavern, Southern, Britt, C, Holland, Zoosh, Dylan, Noah. Gosh, I cannot say. Your boy Jacob. What's going on? What is going on? Anyone else's video not working? That might just be yours. It's a frozen screen. Well, if it's frozen, I don't know. So, if it's not frozen for you, then you know, let me know. Me and Mackenzie are watching. Awesome, John. Gosh, man, you guys are commenting too fast. I can't keep up with this. This is crazy. So, I was waiting for 30 minutes. Yeah, so I tried to do a little like live streaming event thing to where I would like let you guys know ahead of time. But like the thing that YouTube has is it's got this whole little encoding thing whenever you live stream on YouTube. You have to like encode it with your live streaming software, and you gotta like sync things up. And then holy cow, there's 140 people watching this right now. Maybe I should do Monday night live streams more often. But yeah, it was just really hectic, and then I just did a new live stream and whatnot. Video isn't working. It's the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know. Miles Summer, yes, I do remember you. Luke, if it's not working for you, try refreshing it. You waited for an hour. Your boy Jacob, what the heck? You waited for an hour. Jeez. That is crazy. Video is fine. Yes. So people are saying the video is fine. Yeah. So it might just be you, Luke. Like, what's going on, man? Faith was in the event. I don't think Faith is here right now. I'm texting her right now. She sent me a text. LOL. What? I just texted her. So Faith, if you're watching this right now, hey. Works good here in Ohio. Notice me. Camo Ash 14. Gosh, 155. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm thirsty right now. So I just got back from the gym. So what's going on with this Monday night live stream? I just got back from the gym. Got done with work and everything like that. And I was gone this whole weekend. I left basically for a last minute trip. I had drill this weekend. And I didn't have time to do a Sunday upload, and I didn't have time to live stream over the weekend. So to make it up for you guys, I decided to do a live stream on Monday. Love from Texas. Awesome. And Luke, what are you doing already with this? It is crazy. My apologies, sir. Crap hit the fan. That's funny. Hey, Matt. I'm leaving for basic May 1st. Can you speak to how older people are treated or viewed in basic training? I'm 32. So Jared Pepper. So older people at basic training are going to be treated one of two ways. Actually I would say one of three ways. Either one, you're not treated any differently whatsoever because you probably look younger than you actually are. So if you're 32 and you look like you're 24, 25, probably going to be nothing. No big deal. Nobody's going to say anything unless you tell them how old you are. If you're old and out of shape and you use, your age as an excuse, then you might be treated worse. Like, this old guy is always coming up with excuses, blah, blah, blah. Or if you're old and you're in shape, then people are going to kind of look up to you as the guy with experience and all that stuff. So if you're an older person going to basic training, as far as, hey, Faith, as far, you distract me too much. But as far as the other privates and stuff at basic training, it kind of just depends on you how they treat you. You're just gonna be treated pretty much as like a normal person, unless you are either lazy or out of shape and make up excuses all the time. For me, older people, there were several people in my platoon that were over the age of 30. Did not treat them any differently. One of the guys, I believe, was like 34 or 35, but he was a prior service Navy guy. But then as far as the drill sergeants go, the drill sergeants are not going to treat you any differently at all. The only time that people generally get treated differently at basic training from everybody else is if they're prior service, right? So if you went, if you were in the Marines, if you were in the Air Force or something, and then you switch branches and you join the Army, that's the only time you're going to be treated differently. Or let's say you joined the Army, and then I've actually gotten this question from people before. Daddy Ward, who started that? Faith is in the freaking house. Faith, you needed to comment some stuff. You got some fans going on right now. But if you are prior service Army and you join the Army, but then I think after 4 years or 5 years, 6 years, something like that, if you try to rejoin, you're going to have to go through basic training again. And then you'll be obviously probably treated differently because you're going to be a higher rank, and you'll have gone through basic training before. Daniel Jesus. I'm so bad with names, but Jesus, I believe, is what it is. Thanks for all your helpful videos. Well, thank you for your freaking amazing super chat. You are amazing. I just want you to know that. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night and tomorrow. But yeah, I really, really appreciate that. Why did Faith start freaking the freaking Daddy Ward? It's hilarious. All right, so let me get to look for some questions. You guys are commenting too fast. It's too freaking fast. This is ridiculous. All right, MOS question mark. So if you guys did not know, I'm going to be commissioning as a second lieutenant in the Army next month on May 11th, right? I kind of plan on doing a meetup at that time. So if you guys want to, come and meet me or whatever, it'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I will make like a video probably doing more details on that. But yeah, so May 11th, I'll be an officer. And my MOS is going to be 25 Alpha, which is going to be a signal officer. Holy crap. So yeah, that's my MOS now. I used to be a 25 Bravo, which is an IT specialist. So I'm staying in the whole signal branch thing. So for those of you guys who don't know, if you're talking about a branch, I mentioned this with Faith or whatever, so branch or series. So 25 series is all the different 25 series MOSs. So if you ever hear people talk about a series of MOSs, they're talking about the same number followed by different letters or whatever. But anyways, shipping out May 21st, then after basic onto 68 Whiskey AIT. Your videos helped a lot. Thanks, bro. Joe, I appreciate that. 68 Whiskey is going to be it's going to be tough. So for those of you who are going the whole medical route, make sure you study really hard, because people are always worried about failing basic training, and to be honest, it's not really failing basic training that you should be worried about. Depending on your MOS, you should be worried about failing AIT, right? Because people do fail AIT. Even 25 Bravos myself, I saw people fail out of AIT. It's kind of difficult to do because for a 25 Bravo, if you guys are going 25 Bravo, for example, every time you have a class, you're going to test out of that class, and there was like 9 classes or so, but if you fail the final test 5 times, if you fail the final test 5 times, then you get kicked out of that MOS, and then you get sent to another one. Jay Santana, thanks for all your videos. Second year in this, helped me along the way, aiming for officer as well. 42 Alpha. What is 42 series? 40 Army 42 Alpha. Human Resources Specialist. Oh, okay, awesome. I was actually about to go to a unit that had a whole bunch of them. So that is awesome. That is awesome. For a while, I really wanted to be 25 Mike. I'm about to graduate from college, but I'm not able to go to my graduation because I'm shipping to basic at reception. Am I able to change to E4 since I technically graduated according to my transcript? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you have to have that. I mean, to get it in your contract, you need to have your 4-year degree before you sign your contract. But I do believe if you get that degree, if you get your degree, your 4-year degree before you ship for basic training, I believe they can kind of try to do that paperwork. It's not going to affect you right away, but you said that you're going to miss your graduation because you're at reception. So that's going to be like really on the borderline. So you could try to do that. Maybe once you get to reception, you can talk to the people there. You can kind of ask the right people. So talk to your drill sergeants. Be like, hey, I got this situation. I literally just graduated college. You're probably a PFC, I'm assuming, because you have those years of college. So I'm assuming you're a PFC. Possibly you could get that paperwork started. And if you guys didn't know, whenever you get promoted in the military, it doesn't just happen just like that, right? So if you're going from E1 to E2, it's 6 months to get promoted from E1 to E2, but on your 6 month and first day, you're probably not going to get promoted or pinned, or you actually get the rank on that 6 month, on that day. It'll be a little while after, more than likely. But the thing is they'll pay you back for all that pay that you missed. So it might take you 9 months to get that next rank, but then they will pay you all that extra back pay. So it's called back pay. So whatever they didn't pay you for those 3 months, if that makes sense, they will pay that extra. So if you're eligible to become a specialist, then at this day, the day that you're enlisting or the day that you're at reception, you will get back pay for all of that. So I know that probably just helped you, but I hope it helped, hopefully other people. And what we got other people doing super chats. Wow. Jake, shipping out tomorrow, 18 X-ray. Your videos helped me make a more informed decision. Thank you for the stellar content. It helped my family ease into the military life. Yeah, that is, 18 X-ray. That's freaking awesome. Good luck to you. But yeah, so the whole family thing, I did not expect that to happen whenever I started making videos, but I get that a lot, how it helps, family members get in and whatnot. But oh my gosh, we got another super chat. Let me go down here. Josie White, great videos. Thank you for your advice. Daddy Ward, hashtag Daddy Ward. What the heck? I can't read all these comments right now. It's never been like this. This is crazy. Jake again. Here's the content. Tipsy Tribly. Here is to the content. Tipsy Tribly. I'm totally screwing that up. Wow. And then we got Nick. Wait, what the freak? $24.99. I didn't even see that. Wow. And then Nick Lucas with $20. Someone beat my $20 donation. You want Jim Fidel? Yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm wearing one of the new shirts. So, if you guys did not see the video, I'm now sponsored by this T-shirt company. Which this was a shirt that they just sent me, or at least I got it in the mail yesterday. And this was one of the ones I was actually going to buy on my own. So I was like, oh, this is a cool shirt. I'm going to get it myself because I like black and gold, and I'm wanting to, get a few black and gold things that maybe match a pair of shoes or Jordans that I have. So this was really cool. But yeah, Jim Fidel, I'm not sure if the link is in the bottom of my live streams. Maybe it is. It's actually 15%. I kind of messed that up. But yeah, in that announcement video, I think I said the Jim Fidel discount, if you use discount Ward, is 10%. I said that, but it's actually 15%. So if you use the discount Ward, you get 15% off, not 10%. So, Illegal Productions. That's an interesting name. Matt, what do you think I should go to infantry or go to some other career in the Army? So that is completely up to you. But the thing is if you want to do the military, you want to do the Army, and you want to be in for an extended period of time, and you know that infantry will give you some skills that you can use in your career or whatever at post-Army, right? It's not specifically the MOS that gives you the skills. It's just being in the military that gives you skills that the workforce outside of the military will want. But if you're one of those people that want to get that infantry experience first and then transfer to another MOS, I think that's a good idea. So if you want to stay in the military for a long time, longer than your first contract, it is a perfectly fine, perfectly valid, perfectly okay thing for you to join infantry knowing that you want to switch to another MOS at a later date, a later contract, or whatever, because I've said this multiple times, most people don't end up staying infantry their entire careers. The vast majority of people that go infantry end up switching to another MOS just because it is a hard lifestyle, and a lot of people want to do like what I just said. They just want to get that infantry army experience and then switch to another MOS and then do that. Anyways, what the heck is going on? I don't know. Daddy Ward, when's the next vlog? So I kind of actually wanted to address this in this video. So I haven't done a vlog in like a month or so. 100% the reason why I haven't done a vlog in the past while is I have been extremely crammed for time. So I feel like I have had like hardly any free time at all. And my vlogs, like if I'm going to do an actual vlog, not just like some cheap thing thrown together, I don't want to do crappy videos. So if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. And if I do it, it usually takes me like 4 to 5 hours, 4 to 6 hours really, depending on the vlog and the length of it, to edit one of those. And I've just been really struggling to find the time, because whenever you, if any of you guys have ever vlogged before, I don't know if you guys have vlogged before, but whenever you vlog, you know, that day, that time of that day is kind of dedicated to the vlog, because you're thinking as you're going throughout the day kind of how you're going to edit things, what kind of shots you want to do, and so it's time consuming, not only when you're vlogging but when you're editing, and I have not had the time to do that. But once I graduate college, I will have more time, and yes, vlogs are something that I want to do, not just for you guys, even though I know there's a select few of you guys that really enjoy my vlogs. The vlogs are kind of like a thing for me. It's kind of like a documentation of my life, so that whenever, not only that it's going to improve my video editing skills now, so that 10 years from now I can look back at my vlogs and it's just, you know, a family video. You know, you guys, if any of you guys are like my age, you probably have your family videos from whenever you were a little kid or whatever. So that my purpose of vlogs, a large portion of why I do those is because of that, so that I can look back at it at a later time. You know, my kids can look back at their dad whenever he was freaking 24. So it's Swally awesome. Super chat. So, hey Matt, I'm 2 years in college and I'm taking a year off to work and train for the Army. Should I finish my degree through ROTC or finish while I am in? Thank you for your service. Let me read that again. I'm 2 years in college and I'm taking a year off and train for the Army. So if you're taking a year off of college to go to the Army, or you mean like train up to get ready for the Army? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, I just saw that super chat. I will get that in a minute. But should I finish my degree through RTC or finish while I'm in? I will say, gosh, that's a difficult one because I'm not 100% sure exactly what you mean. It's Swally. Try to leave another comment and then let me know if you're talking about train for the Army, as in like go to basic training and AIT and train and then go back to school. Because I'm not sure. But I mean, if you want to be an officer and you've already got 2 years of college, if you go to basic training in AIT, then you go back and do ROTC, then you can get your degree. Then you can get your degree that way. But the thing is there's really no right or wrong answer to these things a lot of times. It's really just your personal preference, and I've talked about this before. If you literally just write out a pros and cons list of different paths that you want to take in your life, and then just write down, hey, this is good about this is good, and then just kind of sit down and look at it. Oh my gosh. I need to look at these insane super chats that I just got. Oh my gosh. Connor, what's up, Connor Murphy? I know you. Thanks for all your great content. Your videos have really helped me prepare for basic training. I'm nervous but excited. Pretty sure I've watched all your videos. Haha. Keep up the videos and this growth will continue. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep up the videos for sure. Once I'm done with college, these videos are going to be, it's going to be great. But yeah, so it is perfectly, for those of you who are about to leave for basic training, Faith, I don't know if you're still watching this, she's kind of experiencing the same thing right now. She is leaving for Air Force basic training tomorrow, right? She is leaving tomorrow for basic training. So for those of you who are leaving soon, it's really going to start to hit you once you get closer to that day. And it's perfectly okay to be nervous, to be excited, to be anxious, to be all those feelings. It's perfectly okay to be all of those. And Frank just said, sup, Matt, so what's up? And somebody said, never mind. I don't know what you said, never mind. Kids? Question mark? Faith, why did you just say kids? What the heck? Jake, you earned it. 2 tips is unlucky anyway. Man, $49.99. That's too much. That's too much. I mean, I don't think you guys understand how much I appreciate all of y'all's support. Like, I really don't think you guys understand. You know, just like with my last live stream, like just last year, I was just starting on this. I was wanting to help out just a couple of people, just a couple. And right now there's over 150 people watching this, and that was more than I ever thought was going to happen, which is just so mind-blowing. It's insane. Devin, that is an inappropriate question to ask. Where do I sign? Another dislike, really? Oh, a purple. Sugar daddy. A purple. I mean, if people dislike the video, then they, you know, whatever. I'd love to stay long, but I have so much homework to do, and it's testing week. Love everything you do. Keep it up. Gabriel, have a good one. Study. Do good in class. And anyways, what is your favorite chant, Matt? Please sing it for us. What do you mean, cadence? There's really no chance. Chance is like, you know, I've talked about my favorite cadences. I think the last live stream I did, and I don't really have like a favorite single cadence, but I will not do that in a live stream for you guys. Oh my gosh. Do you think split ops will be a good idea? I need to give a decision by this Friday. Yes, I do think split ops is a great decision if you don't want to miss school or you're a junior in high school and whatnot. I think my little brother, he's doing split ops, and I do recommend it for 2 reasons. Number 1 is you're not going to be gone for a long period of time if you do split ops. Number 2, if you do split ops, then it's like almost like getting free time in service, because whenever you are a split ops soldier, you're going to leave and go to basic training, and when you get back, you're going to basically be drilling for that next year until you have to leave again. So you're basically getting an entire year of free time in service. So you're going to get promoted pretty quickly as far as, you know, whenever you're at AIT. So I think I think split ops is an excellent program. Hey Matt, Future 19 Delta here, and wanted to ask what's the shortest contract available, and can I serve it active duty the entire time? I believe 3 years is the shortest contract offered right now. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me right now. You've got to be kidding me right now. Oh my gosh. Fine, I'll make it too much. Seriously? That is too freaking much. Now I feel guilty. Let's oh man. That's crazy. When is your commissioning ceremony? Whew, gosh. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Kind of speechless at the moment. Not really sure what to say. I'm kind of speechless right now. But anyways, my commissioning ceremony is May 11th, approximately at 10 o'clock p.m. or 10 o'clock a.m. I think they haven't sent the email out, or maybe they just didn't send the email out to me for the exact time. Again, I will make a video if you guys want to meet up. If you guys want to meet up. You can't actually be in the commissioning ceremony and actually watch it, but afterwards, once it's over, it should last about an hour and a half to 2 hours or so. But after it's over, I could be outside at the University City building in Uptown Charlotte. It's not at Charlotte's campus, at Uptown UNC Charlotte's thing. So I will make a video, talking more about that. Who's fighting with a bugle? Who's house fighting with a bugle stick? It is fun. It's called the Puggle stick, Puggle. But yeah, the Pugles is awesome. So what happens whenever you're doing the Pugles event at basic training? This is what's going to happen. It's going to be an awesome freaking day. That's for one. And then what's going to happen is your whole platoon is going to get in a big circle, and the drill sergeants are either going to tell you to go against somebody else roughly your same body weight, or they'll do like what we did, and the drill sergeants just picked somebody and they said, hey, pick somebody else that you want to go up against. And so what's going to happen then? You're going to put on the football helmet. You're going to have like a mouthpiece. You're going to put on maybe some protection or whatever. I don't think we had much. And then you get that stick with the pads, and everybody is circled around you. The whole platoon is circled around you, and you have 30 seconds to fight. So you're going to do 3 rounds of 30 seconds, and the drill sergeant is going to be basically there like you guys are boxing, and he's going to be like, ready, set, go, and then you guys are just going to go at it, just banging each other's faces and blah, 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 all this stuff. The best thing whenever you guys are doing the pugils is to do basically a fake left and then a hard right. A lot of people make the mistake of just going all out, all the time. But if you do like a fake throw or a fake jab or something, and then just come at him with a hard right or left or whatever your strong arm is, that'll work. We got Nick Lucas, 100K subs this year. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. So Faith is in the stream right now. I'm like way behind on the comments. Holy cow. And Reed, what's your favorite R. Lee Ernie quote from Full Metal Jacket? I'm not sure what's my favorite, but the one that comes to mind, I was actually talking with Faith about this, is super inappropriate, but I thought it was hilarious. And he was talking, and he said, the best part about you, that's totally inappropriate. I shouldn't say that in a YouTube video. That's extremely inappropriate. But he had some funny quotes. AJ Strongify with the $1 donation. And I don't think you can say anything with the $1. So thank you, AJ. I really appreciate that. So, at Matt Ward, U.S. Marine Corps or Army boots better? So you're asking if the Marines are better than the Army, or the Army is better than the Marines? You're asking me to compare. I would say neither. Obviously, I like the Army. I think the Army is the best in most cases, but the Marines is just as fine. Just fine. This is my rifle. This is my gun. One is for killing. Yeah. She wants kids. Yeah, I mean, Faith, we'll talk about all this stuff at some other later time, not in a live stream. How the heck do I donate? There's a super chat thing. It's like a cash symbol or whatever. I don't think you can actually donate if you're on your phone. Maybe they've changed that, but I know in the past you couldn't do it. But anyways, I'll see y'all in 72 to 96 weeks. What? 72 to 96 weeks. Do you eat crayons? No. Write it in the comments then, Matt. I don't remember what you're saying. Can I be a part of that situation? I'm not sure what you guys are saying. I don't know if I want to join the Army or Marines. Yeah, I mean, again, it's all a pros and cons thing. So if you ever come to a point you're trying to figure out an MOS, you're trying to figure out what branch you want to do. A lot of times, if you talk to a branch in the military, they're going to try and entice you to join theirs and how their branch is better than every other branch. Every branch in the military has something to offer. So if you really don't know what you want to do, maybe two branches that you want to go to, Marines or Army, go to those two recruiters, talk to them, ask similar questions, and then write your pros and cons list out. Like literally, you can solve so many issues in life or things in life by literally writing out a pros and cons list of stuff. Just because you can visualize it and you can actually see and be like, okay, is this really important to me? Is this really not important to me? Kind of thing. And it helps a lot. So read with another one. Haha, every quote from him was inappropriate, but so funny. Great thing about improv, especially with a real former drill instructor. Yes. Yeah. So pretty much most of his lines and stuff were improv, which is actually pretty hilarious. But gosh, yeah. I mean, a lot of his stuff was inappropriate, at least as far as me doing it live stream, because I don't want to say something inappropriate during this. But yeah, one shot, one kill, no luck, all skill. But yeah, that was a great. It's a good movie. It was a good movie. Can we wear insoles in our basic boots? We were not allowed to wear shoe insoles in our basic training boots, but I think some people might be allowed to. We were not. My drill sergeants, some people tried to buy insoles while they were at the PX. The drill sergeants would not let them get it. If you guys did not know, at least for us, whenever you do have the chance to go to the PX, the post exchange, the store, to buy some things, maybe you want to buy some letters, maybe you want to buy an extra pair of socks or something like that, which I recommend buying a nicer pair of socks than the ones that they issue you, 100,000%. Pro tip right there, buy extra nice wool socks. And yes, what was I going to say? But yeah, and then whenever you're leaving, once you check out, the drill sergeants make you dump out all your stuff. Then they'll look through everything and make sure you didn't get anything that you aren't supposed to get, like food, contraband, things like that. Hey Matt, how are you doing? I am doing great right now. I am doing fantastic. And we have another super chat from Zero Card. Zero with the $9.99. Y'all are all purchased like $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. Hey Matt, thanks for all your tips and all your content. I shipped May 1st to become a 12. Bravo. Nice choice. I have a pretty hard question. How long does it normally take to go from reserve to active? So one of my friends, so I would say average length is going to be 6 months to a year to switch from reserves to active. It could be shorter, it could be longer, but one of my friends in my current unit right now, I believe just got like accepted or whatever to go active. He's obviously reserves because he's in my unit, and he just got accepted, and it was just over a year, right? So it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be like I've told a lot of people. A lot of people think, a lot of recruiters make it seem like, hey, you can do reserves, and then whenever you want to go active, boom, it'll happen just like that. It's not going to be like that. You should expect, if you do want to go active after being in the reserves, you should expect for it to take 6 months to a year and not be in a rush, right? So if you're working a job and you're in the reserves and and you tell your employer, hey, I want to go active or whatever, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job because you don't know how long it's going to be. Jake with $9.99 times. Give sign petition for Matt to dab exist to agree. Daniel with another super chat. What, like, you guys are like on a roll. Like, what the heck? Going to basic September 25th. I'm in the delayed entry program until then. I'm running 10 minutes a mile. How can I improve? I'm completely out of shape. Yeah, so if you're doing a 10-minute mile, I'm assuming your 2-mile time is probably somewhere around 23-ish minutes, right? I'm assuming. If you're doing a 10-minute mile time, you're leaving in September, so you have, 5 months or so? You got about 5 months to get ready. That is plenty of time to get that 10-minute 1-mile time down to 7:30, 7 flat, right? You got plenty of time. So just keep that in mind. You got plenty of time. I don't know how much you're training right now, but depending on how much you're training, you should make sure you always continue to push yourself. So if you start from nothing, right? If you start from nothing, you want to make sure you're at least running a mile, every time you run. But I think a good goal for people to try to shoot for is to run 10 miles a week. However you do that, I think a good goal for people is to try and hit 10 miles a week and actually push yourself, right? Also constantly testing yourself and testing your times. Because when you're running, you don't want to always be running full out. You don't want to always be doing long distance slow runs. You want to try and switch things up and then test yourself to see if you're actually improving. So a good thing for you to probably focus on would be both both things, right? So you need to focus on doing a 1 mile run, sprint as fast as you can. Maybe do sets of a half a mile run, or you could do sets of a quarter mile run. So you could sprint a quarter mile as fast as you can and do that 8 times, and that'll be 2 miles. You could also try to do a 3 mile run for, at a good pace where you're not going to be dead. Just do a 3 mile run without stopping, and that's going to be the key there. But the thing with running is you got to stay consistent. So many people run and they're not consistent. So no matter freaking what, you need to run 3 times a week. I don't care if you're starting from today and you've never run a day in your life. You need to do cardio. You need to run at least 3 times a week. I'm running a mile in 8 minutes uphill. Wow. That is good. That'll also work your calves really well. So, Matthew, that's a great name. I just want you to know that's a great name. Did you go to advanced camp? If so, what tips do you have for preparation? Yes, I did go to advanced camp. I went to advanced camp last summer, and I made a video like the day after I got back from advanced camp. So if you want to look at that, if you're going to advanced camp this summer, go back and watch my video. It's called Advanced Camp 2017 First Reg, because I was the first regiment that went. Go watch that video. That's going to be pretty informative. It'll go over everything that we did, and then I believe I talked to you about some tips and stuff that you need to work on. But tips for preparation, the big thing that you're going to want to know is how to brief an op order. So an operation order, you're going to want to know that. You need to know your TLPs. As far as like first aid, call for fire, dealing with radios and stuff like that, you don't really need to know that. You definitely need to know all of your infantry, the infantry movements and stuff like that. So and all the battle drills. So you need to know react to contact. You need to know ambush. You need to know or how to set up an ambush. You need to know all of those things that you're learning right now in RTC, because you will do them in the field. But yeah, that video, it's like 30 minutes long. I talk about all of the stuff at advanced camp. So go check it out. Are the PT runs on a flat track? Not always. So sometimes doing PT tests in the military is on a track, and sometimes it's not, right? So sometimes you're doing it on a quarter mile track. Sometimes you're doing it on a half mile track. Sometimes you're doing it on some weird 3/4 mile track, and you do like 3.5 laps or something. So it'll totally vary. Sometimes you're on the road and you're just running up and down the road, and sometimes the road will have hills, right? So it's not always going to be on a flat track. I cannot believe that Jake's 99.99 thing is still up there. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, and by the way, if you guys have not followed me on Instagram, you should do that. You should just do it, because this is the first time I've said that in this video, and you should do it. I want to get an AG business, but also want to join Army. Advice. You mean a degree in business, but also want to join the Army? Not sure what you mean, but go reserves or guard. Best of both worlds. Matt, how do you feel about the Marine that passed away today? I have not heard about anything. Because the only thing I've done today is work and been at the gym. Literally, that's the only thing I've done today. So I haven't seen the news or anything. Hyper frags. Can you please respond with a lot of exclamation points and question marks and blah blah blah? I don't know what you asked. Hey man, I'm thinking about going into the military when I get out of high school. What should I be aware of? And how should I tell my parents? So most of my channel is going to be about basic training, right? So by watching some of my videos will help. And then how to tell your parents, I talked about that. You're just going to have to tell them. I made a video specifically on how to tell your parents. Just talk to your parents about it. Joining the military is an adult decision. So if you're an adult and you want to join the military, you need to be an adult and talk to your parents about this adult decision. If you're, when I was getting out of high school, if you're like 12 or 13 years old, don't even worry about it. Just, your parents are like, hey, yeah, the military's awesome. But, they don't need to know that you're taking it super seriously until you're like 16. Because even if you're like 15, 16 years old, a lot of people, end up getting like a girlfriend or something, and then they don't want to join the military because they're in love, right? So there's a lot that can change if you're younger. So just tell your parents. Can the first LT change my MOS for AIT after basic training? I'm not sure what you mean, Kane. First LT, you mean like first lieutenant? I don't think so. I sworn to the National Guard and want to go to basic this summer, so they said go 31 Bravo and said he can change my MOS back to 31 Bravo for AIT. That's why I joined for 90 or 91 Bravo. Well, Kane, I really hope you don't get screwed over. I really hope you don't get screwed over, because if you ever join the military, I always say to join and get on your contract what you want on your contract. Unless you have to join immediately, I highly suggest or recommend that people kind of wait a little bit to get the MOS that they want. So I will just tell you just ahead of time that it's not going to be a guaranteed thing that you're going to be able to get 91 Bravo if you already did 31 Bravo. It's not going to be a guaranteed thing. It's not even up to your recruiter whether it's going to be a guaranteed thing or not. So, yes. Anyways, do you think it's worth going to the officer route? I'm going Marine Corps. Yes, I mean I'm going the officer route, so yes, I think it's worth it. The big thing with officers is officer versus enlisted is an entirely different lifestyle. It's going to be a whole different roles in the military. Officers have a far different role than enlisted soldiers do. So you just have to look at the kind of person you are. Do you like being in charge? Do you like being that admin guy or managing people and stuff like that? You can do that on the enlisted side, but you have to get like E7, E8, E9 once you get to the more management levels. But yeah, so if you were to ever see yourself being the CEO of a company or a manager of a company, the officer route will probably fit you more. If you see yourself more working at a company, then the enlisted route is kind of more of that. But you can have managers in the enlisted, like I said, but you got to be in for a longer period of time. With Ray Turner with the $9.99 super chat, being a boss, need to lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Gonna cut my diet back and going to do PT with them for the next couple weeks. Plan to ship out soon. Advice, yes. 8 pounds in 2 weeks, it sounds like a lot, but it's doable. The only thing is if you've already been losing weight, the 8 pounds will be a little bit more difficult. But if you're just now starting to lose weight, it should be pretty easy, because the first 5 pounds is always really quick. But if you really want my advice, if you ever drink anything from now until you leave in 2 weeks besides water, I just want to slap you. Because that's number one. You need to stop drinking anything except for water. Drink water, 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 water. Right? Cut out any fast food. Never eat fast food again. Just eat clean and count your calories and do cardio. Right? Eat clean as in, don't eat fast food, stuff like that. Use the MyFitnessPal app to track your calories. I'm just going to assume you could probably go, if you're trying to lose it that fast, somewhere between 1,800 to 2,000 calories, and then doing, 10 miles to 15 miles a week of running. That would probably help a lot. And then intermittent fasting. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, I suggest intermittent fasting. So Google that. I don't know how to spell it right off the top of my head. Intermittent fasting. I always do that whenever I'm doing a cut. It helps a lot with losing weight, in my opinion. The people that I've recommended to do that, it helps a lot. It says intermittent fasting. You're not actually eating any less. You're just eating in a smaller period of the day. What are the MOS is for the U.S. Marine Corps? I don't know if that question makes sense. Kyle Quintern says, "Hey Matt." Hey Kyle. Jack blah blah blah. "Hey Matt, I'm almost 18 and graduating high school. I'm curious if I should get my nursing degree before joining the Army, or if there are any opportunities to continue education through the Army. Yes, there's plenty of opportunities to continue your education through the Army. You could get your nursing degree and do like ROTC and all that stuff, and then you can branch as an officer in medical services. That is an option for you. So, oops, I kind of just spilled this. But yes, there's definitely options for you for schooling and continuing education through the military for sure. Thanks, Ray Turner. I've been asking the same question. Blah, blah, blah. My MOS is 11 Bravo. Can I go 18 X-ray after airborne? No. If you got 11 Bravo in your contract and you're wanting to go Special Forces, you can do that, but it's not going to be after airborne school. You're going to have to prove yourself as a good infantry soldier, and then you can switch. It's kind of similar to how Special Forces is for officers. So for officers, so I'm about to branch. I'm about to be an officer, right? So if an officer wants to go Special Forces, you can't actually go Special Forces right out the gate, kind of like you do when you enlist with an 18 X-ray contract. Even though with the 18 X-ray contract, you have to go through selection. With officers, you need to get your branch. Preferably, you need to go to Ranger School, Airborne School, and all that stuff. And then you need to be in for a couple of years. And then after you're in for a couple of years, you can submit a packet, which a packet is just a bunch of paperwork. It's like an application. So whenever you say, or I say, you're submitting a packet or you're going to make a packet, it's basically an application to go Special Forces. So it'll be the same thing for you. If you're going to be 11 Bravo Infantry, you're going to be 11 Bravo for probably a couple of years. Maybe get deployed a time or two, show that you're a good soldier, and then you will have the opportunity at some point, if you let them know, to submit a packet for Special Forces selection. How to get into ROTC. I've got a video on how to enroll into ROTC. It's extremely simple. You just sign up for it like a normal college class. That's the summary of it. Just sign active duty. When do I find out where I'll be stationed after basic and AIT? Yeah, so that's a good question. That is also a question that I could probably make a video topic on, but it's actually a short answer. So when will you find out where you're going to be stationed at in the Army, right? That's a good question. So y'all better pay attention right now. Let me get this sip and drink. Oh gosh, I got to get my, these are BCAAs right now. So when do you find out where you're going to get stationed at? So it is going to be within the last 2 weeks of AIT. So you're going to go through all of basic training. You're going to go through the majority of AIT, and at some point during around about the last 2 weeks of AIT, you will get some paperwork that says where you're going to be stationed at. And then all of your people, all the people that you're at AIT with, you're like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my gosh, we're going to the same place. Oh wow, you're going to Alaska. Oh wow, you're going to Germany. Oh, you're going to Fort Bragg. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of how it's going to be. But you find out then. Thanks, Zero. What did Zero say? Hang on, Matt. Let me get some ice cream. All right, I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. Let me, I can't believe, I'm looking right now, we peaked at 186 viewers. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Do you need a driver's license in the Army? No, you don't. You just need 2 forms of ID. So you'll need your birth certificate and another form of ID. However that's going to be. Most people have licenses, but it is not required. Hi, Matt. My wife is taking her test on Friday. Any tips for her? Any tips? I'm guessing you're talking about the ASVAB. Don't stress about it. And then if you end up, failing, or if she ends up not doing very well, then she'll be able to see what she did poorly on the ASVAB. So you can see which categories you did bad on, and then you can take online tests, or you can get a book and then study that way. But as far as tips beforehand, I don't really have any. I'm worried about handling a rifle. I've never used one before, and my eyesight is not the best. We'll probably have to get glasses. That's perfectly fine. The majority of people who go to basic training have never shot a rifle before. They've never shot an AR-15 or maybe even a pistol. Most people probably a shotgun, but most people have not shot one before. So the drill sergeants, they'll teach you how to shoot one. They'll teach you how to hold one. They'll teach you all the things that you need to know. Basic rifle marksmanship training, BRM training. So if you're worried about that and you're like, oh, I've never shot anything before in my life, don't worry about it. You're going to be perfectly okay. What? With two super chats? I fumbled. You guys are making me stutter because you're super chatting over here like ridiculous, freaking insane people. Alex, hey, I want to switch my MOS. Is that possible? Considering I haven't been to basic or AIT. If you have already signed your contract, you cannot switch your MOS unless you technically drop your entire packet, drop everything, basically get discharged from the Army, and then try to re-enlist. As far as I know, that's really like the only way that you can go about this. So you have to literally like quit and then go through the whole process again to get a different MOS. So if you've already signed the papers, that's the way you can do that. You can't just go up to them and be like, hey, I want to, change my MOS. That's not going to happen. And with Daniel, with another one, man, this is your third super chat. And yes, I remember, your third super chat. This is ridiculous. Will my wife have access to my paycheck while I'm at basic? We have a 2-year-old and I don't want to leave her without money. Yes, 100,000%. So you'll be able to set up a direct deposit. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have a bank account. Get a bank account. So just get a bank account. Like you're going to have a job when you're in the military. Just get a bank account. And they can direct deposit the money into your account. You will get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. If you have USAA or Navy Federal or whatever, you get paid a day early. So you will get paid the last day of the month and the 14th. But you will get paid. If you're married, you're going to get extra pay for that. You're going to get separation pay because you're going to be gone from your wife and your family for longer than 30 days. And if you have a 2-year-old, you're going to get extra pay for that. If you have a mortgage or rent, you're going to get some BAH, so you're going to get extra pay for that. So if you do have a family and you're joining the military, do not worry about the financial situation unless you have some crazy, like, freaking mansion. But in that case, you shouldn't be worrying about money anyways. But yeah, if you're just like a normal person that has a wife and kids, family, multiple kids, whatever the case may be, your family will be provided for. Fuego Nava Nation or BPN, You will get glasses issued. Yes, they will issue you glasses. You cannot wear contacts at basic training. You will have to wear glasses. And I know you guys probably are like, oh my gosh, the glasses, blah, blah, blah. The glasses aren't that bad anymore. Obviously, I don't have glasses. I don't have contacts or anything. Yeah, the glasses basically look like normal black glasses. Separation pay. So separation pay. If you are married, I don't think this works if you just have kids and you're not married. I'm not sure. But if you're married and you have a family, separation pay is whenever you are on active duty orders for longer than 30 days or 31 days. It's not a lot, right? It's not a lot, but you will get paid extra money for being gone from your family for longer than a month. And so that's it. Matt, Gabriel, that is a terrible question. Did you have to wait to get your money for college with the reserves, or did you get it right out of AIT? Are you talking about the GI Bill? If you're talking about the GI Bill, I got that like 2 months after. So I had to wait a little bit. Like it was a little process. It was like 2 months of waiting time for the GI Bill to kick in, because you have to go through all this paperwork and you have to go through different things, and they have to get approved, and that approval process takes a couple weeks, and then you have to get that and then get it approved somewhere else, and there's multiple steps that you have to take. So getting the GI Bill will take you a couple of months. Getting my bonus, because I got an enlistment bonus, my bonus took It was like 4 to 5 months for me to get that. So I hope that answers your question. Archie. Is Archizzle in here? Oh, he is. I didn't even see. There's too many freaking comments on here. This is crazy. What's up, man? How's it going? Archizzle in the house. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can you still join the army if you have high blood pressure and on meds? So, I'm not a doctor, right? A lot of people ask me a lot of medical questions, and I don't know the medical answer. So maybe high blood pressure, I honestly, maybe, I'm assuming if you're on medication, probably not. There's a lot of things, if you're on meds, you can't join, or if you haven't been taking meds for at least a year or for whatever. But Matt already did a face reveal. Yeah. But, I mean, as always, I suggest you guys, if you ever want to ask me a medical question, you can ask me if you want to. But in 100% of the cases, no matter what I say, if I'm like, yeah, no, you cannot join the military, still go ask a recruiter. Go talk to a recruiter. Possibly go through the whole MEPS process and just find out for sure. Because even if I tell you, no, you can't join, that's just me. I have no authority over your enlistment process. So yeah. Matt, why is MEPS and pain in the butt? So MEPS is a pain because they got to do their job. They don't want people who are not fit for the military to join. I don't want people who are not fit for the military to be in the military because it is not only a risk to themselves, but it can be a risk to other people, right? So if somebody has asthma and at MEPS they let them through and they have asthma, right? Then at some point in time, especially if they're like doing infantry or something, they're over in Iraq or like right now they're over in freaking Syria. There's a lot of dust and dirt and stuff on the ground, but they have asthma. All of a sudden, they're getting to a situation, they take contact and that person has an asthma attack. Well, all of a sudden, everybody else around them has to worry about that person dying and they can't focus on the mission, right? So MEPS, it is a pain in the butt, but it should be. It shouldn't be a cakewalk, in my personal opinion. Seth, giving some love 100. Seth, you are amazing. And we got two others. Zero. How much will I come out of basic with money-wise? I got a 7K bonus as well. It depends on your rank. They're going to take a little bit of the pay at the beginning. I believe they take some of the pay at they take some of the pay for the DFAC. But you're probably, depending on your rank, going to get between $600 and $700-ish every 2 weeks. So about $1,200 a month. Basic training is less than 3 months. So yeah, it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot because, it's just a short period of time. But, $4,000, and then you're going to get your $7,000 bonus. Your $7,000 bonus is going to be cut in half, $3,500. You're going to get the first half, and then the next 25%, and then that's going to be taxed. So your $7,000 bonus is going to be taxed basically down to a little over $5,000. Yeah, so with high blood pressure, needs your primary care doctor is still up to MO at MEPS. Okay, thank you for that, Archie. Thank you. No question, just want to support. Maslow, no. Thank you. I appreciate your support more than you guys freaking realize. This live stream has been freaking ridiculous. Like I said, 185, 186 people there was at that one time when I first went live. Like, what? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But, I mean, I didn't get to live stream this weekend. So, Matt is life. Matt is the main boy. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. Like, in the most non-homo way. I love you guys. And girls. I followed you on Instagram. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. Has any of you guys... Yes. You guys are commenting... Where is it at? You guys are commenting Daddy Ward on my Instagram. What? Or that person is. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. By the way, have you guys seen Faith? Faith is freaking gorgeous on my Instagram. I am a lucky dude right there. I am a lucky guy. Anyways, how often do you get paid? Like I said, I just mentioned that a few minutes ago, so I guess you're new into the stream. You get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. How does Instagram work, though? Well, you know, it works like every other social media platform. If you don't have one, then I don't know. What's the difference between the Marines, Marsoc, and the Army Rangers? I don't know that for 100% certainty because I don't know. I'm not a Marine. I could tell you more about the Army Rangers, but I couldn't really compare the differences. But what you could do is if you did some research, you could probably find some article comparing the two. Anyways, dude, you guys is dang lucky getting bonuses for infantry. Faith is sexy. Yes, she is. 100K subscribers this year. Yeah, man. I hope so. Right now, I did put a poll. I did ask you guys on Instagram and Twitter. I was like, am I going to hit 100,000 subscribers in 2018? Right now, we are actually on track to hitting 100,000 subscribers in December. In December. Drop the mic. I hope that wasn't too loud. But in December. Gosh, it's crazy. Is she at BMT? Faith is leaving for basic training for the Air Force tomorrow. She is leaving tomorrow. Why do they make you do the duck walk? It's just like a mobility thing. I don't know the exact scientific, reasons for it, but it's just a mobility thing, making sure you can, I don't know, do you're fine, physically. I'm not a doctor, but when you're at MEPS, they're going to make you do like certain things, and then the doctor is going to come around and look at you and just make sure that you don't have any physical issues, right? How is Fort Jackson intense-wise? I shipped for basic soon. Fort Jackson, they say relax in Jackson, but, it kind of just depends on your drill sergeants. I made a video on which basic training post is the hardest. In general, I would say Fort Benning is the hardest, just because in general, infantry soldiers go there. And then in general, the drill sergeants, I feel like, have a reputation to uphold, as in Fort Benning being the hardest. But then if you go to Fort Jackson, you could have a drill sergeant who was like, oh, we're going to make this freaking way harder than Fort Benning, and then you're going to have a sucky time. Or you could have an easier time. So basic training difficulty, as far as smoking and blah, 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 all this stuff, is pretty much 100% up to your drill sergeants. Luck of the draw. You should do a... Oh, yeah. You see it? It's right here. Let me move this. Yeah, I put it right here. Anyways. I heard you go to UNCC and got excited because I'm from Charlotte. Yes, I am in Charlotte. And I think I missed a super chat. Did I miss 2 super chats? Alex, I've been shooting since I was a kid. Should I rely on what I know or scrap that from basic? Last question. Have a good night, brother. Thank you. You have a good night, too. And it depends. You just said, should you scrap what you know? It depends on what you know. If you learned the wrong way, then scrap that. If you learned the right way, then you're good to go. But being able to shoot before basic training does not, or having experience shooting before basic training does not guarantee you or really help you in much of a way that you are going to do better qualifying. Because qualifying and getting like 40 out of 40 at the range on pop-up targets is a lot harder than people think. The best I've ever done, I usually get expert, but the best I've ever done is 39. I have still yet to get 40 out of 40. I always miss one. It's freaking ridiculous. I usually get, like I said, expert or whatever, but it's difficult. Should you forget what you know? No, but the drill sergeants, no matter what, they will teach you the right way to shoot. Bernie, could I get braces or such at reception if I ask I am going active duty? Thank you for all of your help waiting on those shirts. So can you get braces at reception? I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, 99.9% sure you cannot have braces. At basic training, pretty confident on that. So the answer would be no. Waiting on those shirts though. Did you get some Jim Fidel shirts? What's up, Brandy? To make sure your joints work properly. LOL. Yeah. What was the worst part of MEPS going soon? The worst part of MEPS was you're gonna be bored out of your mind. I want to be a Green Beret but need training advice. Train your absolute butt off. Do a lot of running. Do some rucking beforehand. PT, if you are going Special Forces, before you leave for basic training, it is my best advice for you to just get a 300 on your PT test, because the physical aspect of that, you do not want to worry about that. Special Forces is going to be a very mental thing, right? So basic training is kind of mental, but it can be physical. Special Forces selection is going to be extremely physical and extremely mental. So you want to minimize as much physical difficulty as you can. So, yeah. You can't smoke at basic. No, you cannot. Do you get paid more than what your search up Google of salaries, or is that false? Are you talking about me specifically, or are you talking about the military? Because I didn't know if you could Google how much I make. I have a couple jobs, so I don't know. I want to be Bradley crewman. How do I do that? Go and talk to a recruiter. And yep. How does scoring work on the PT test? I mean, there's a set chart. So if you want to know what you need to get on the PT test to get a score that you want, so if you want to get a 300, you can Google the PT test, Army PT test chart. Yeah, Brandy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the that was probably loud for the mic, but I thought you were talking about the duck walk. But anyways, I think I'm about to get out of here and get off of here. I am kind of tired of talking. But I do have a video going up tomorrow. Like I said, I made this live stream. I did this live stream because I didn't get a chance to live stream over the weekend, and I didn't have time because of that to make a video for Monday today. But I do have a video going up tomorrow on the confidence course and the obstacle course at basic training. So I'm going to talk about that. Pretty much everything you need to know about it. Got some pictures and freaking, what happens if you fail? How do you fail the confidence course? All that jazz. But yeah, when will you stream next? Hopefully this weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Hopefully this weekend. So that's when I'm going to stream next. I tried to do them on the weekends. I did not have time this past weekend. If you guys were here early in the stream, you know why. Yeah, new awesome sponsorship, Jim Fidel t-shirts, also sponsored by BPN. Yeah, so I feel like that was an extreme plug. I'm sorry if you are upset. But yeah, it's so weird to be, it's the weirdest position ever right now. Anyways, that is it for this live stream. That 99, yes. Jake, where is she? Are they still here? Where's Jake at? I can't believe it. Anyways, today was an extremely epic live stream. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for everything. Really appreciate it. 5 more hours till I leave. FaceTime date later, babe. Yep, I will FaceTime you in a little bit. But you're going to be doing all the talking on the FaceTime because I've been talking for the past hour and plus. Reed, what went through your mind on the bus ride to basic training? I'm going to leave this comment. I'm going to leave this live stream with that. What was going through my mind when I left? My head was just like going out around, and I was just like, my life is about to change was what I was thinking. Because I didn't know what to expect from the Army. I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know anything. And I just knew that my life was going to change. And that was kind of what I was expecting. And I thought, like, this is it. Like, I was excited. I was nervous, all that stuff. And I just was like, man, this is a life-changing decision. I knew it was a life-changing decision. It is a life-changing decision. And that was what was going through my head. So, that's it. That is it. I'm gonna get off of here. Nick, Lucas, see you later, man. And I'm out of here.